I forgot to turn on the well, I forgot to turn on the broadcast on the other broadcast, and it's not going to let me. Give me 1 second. I'm sorry. Continuing on. So pound dollar, it's not current. I want to trade. The indicators work a little bit better when we are trading morning time, when the market's active. So the market's not active for either of these pairs, not active for the U.S. Canadian dollar, not active for U.S. Swiss franc. It is morning time in Japan. So let's take a look at this. We are oversold, and the lines are still going up. The minors are still a little bit in the channel. The majors are up. Had we caught this, this was a nice little move. The lines are nice and steep, but we want them when they're overbought and going down. We don't have that here, so we are going to go to the next pair. So what I've done is I've just created another 6 with different pairs. These are primarily non-U.S. pairs. That first grouping was U.S. pairs. Euro pound, that's not current. Both it's the middle of the night for both. Australian dollar, yen. This is a good time to take a trade here. Overbought, but the lines are still going up. Majors and minors, or the majors are going up. Minors are kind of sideways. Euro Canadian, not a good time. Australian New Zealand, oversold. Minors are going up at a pretty good rate. Majors are pointing up, but I got 3 criteria I want to meet when we're oversold. The first is that they're oversold. That's 1 point. The second, that all the lines are pointing up. That's 2 points. And all the lines are kind of pointing up, even though the majors are a little sideways. And number 3, I want the green line to be crossed over the red and the gray line to be crossed over the black. I have that on the minors. Gray line's crossed over, but the green line hasn't crossed over the red yet. So without that, I don't have the full 3 points. I'm going to pass. And what I'm basically looking for is for all the lines to line up. And when they line up on all 3 sections of the chart, that gives me a high probability of a winning trade. So I'm into increased accuracy. I want to be right most of the time. My accuracy rate is a little over 80%. I am selective on the trades that I take. Today I took 3 trades. So I can wait. On 3 trades, I can make pretty good money. So pound yen, it's the middle of the night for the pound, but it's active for the yen, so we'll consider it. We are overbought and going up. Overbought and still going up. Australian euro, Australian dollar, oversold. Minors are going sideways. Majors are going sideways. So we're going to pass. So let's find another pair. Canadian dollar. So this is, again, another 6 with just different pairs. So I've got 4 groupings of these that we'll go through. Overbought, going up still. Euro New Zealand dollar. Minors going up. We're oversold. Majors are a little sideways. We do just have the slight crossover, but since this guy is going so much sideways, I'm going to pass. It's just I want him really pointing up. And so since I don't have that, if this guy was pointing up, if this guy was pointing up, and he's kind of trying to push that as we're talking, he's trying to push up. I would then jump up to the TNTs and count how many of the lines are moving in the direction that's consistent with what I'm seeing here. So the two orange lines are going up, and one of the blue lines is coming down. When blue comes down, that means up or buy. So I got 3 of the 4 telling me buy here. I need a minimum of 3 out of the 4 to proceed. So I've got that. And then I look down to the pressure, and I want either the lines going up, being up pressure, or I want the green line on top. And I have neither here. I've got sideways pressure, which usually means retracement. Retracement would mean that this candle would kind of mimic one of the candles in front of it, so it would go back up to here. But I'm not looking for that. I want a nice clean signal. And as we look, we've got the gap here, and the green line is actually going down. I'd like to see what this green line is doing on a buy, on any trade actually, and it is sloped down. So I'm going to pass here, which goes back to my original. This is more sideways than up. So by just glancing at the pressure, I can see we're not going to get it. Here, a pound New Zealand dollar. We've got everybody going up. We got green over red. We've got gray over black. They're all clumped together, which I like. That makes the signal a little stronger. They are in the channel, but they're less than halfway. So this is a nice signal here. In fact, I like this signal quite a bit. There's good steepness to it. I've got 3 out of the 4 up on the TNTs, the 2 orange lines going up, dotted blue coming down. But I got the pressure. The pressure is not cooperating. This is down pressure with red on top. I need up pressure where the lines are going up, or I need the green line on top. I have neither. So let's keep going. New Zealand dollar yen overbought. Minors are coming down. Majors haven't committed yet. Gold, we're going to pass on gold. Bitcoin and the dollar. We've got a difference here that the minors are just entering the channel from the overbought side. Majors are already through the channel. So again, we'll pass. AUD Canadian, didn't we just have that? Oh no, I guess not. AUD Canadian, we've got conflicting signals here. Minors coming down, majors going up, so we're just going to skip them. Swiss franc yen overbought. Minors are coming down, majors haven't committed yet. Euro yen overbought going up. Oversold, but we don't have a commitment on up yet. The majors are still kind of going sideways, and the minors are going sideways. New Zealand Swiss franc. We've got everybody coming down, but 2 reasons I don't like this. One is the majors have gone past the halfway mark. I want to catch it. I want to catch it when it's up here or entering in the channel. It's gone a little too far for my liking. The other thing I don't like here is the kink in the line. More steep to less steep. I want the steepness to increase, not to decrease. When it's decreasing and coming down, that's not good, or at least good for me. Canadian Swiss franc, so neither of those are current. So in the matter of 10 minutes, we went through 24 pairs looking for a thick orange line trade. Oh no, excuse me, not a thick orange line for a 10-point trade and didn't find one. That's okay. There's another hour, next hour. I like to catch these on the 1 hour chart. I like to have about 30 minutes into the chart at least. Right now, we got 50 minutes into the chart for the signal to have developed. So we didn't see anything. Let's go back to square one, and now we're going to try another signal. And that's the nice thing about having multiple signals to be able to trade with. This other signal is called the thick orange line signal, and it is based strictly on what the thick orange line is doing. This thick orange line, each of these four lines up in the TNT capture information at a different speed. Thick orange line is capturing it the quickest, and this number is a scaled number. So when the thick orange line is as high as it can go, the number here that reflects it is 10. When the thick orange line is at 10, based on how this number has been scaled, it's telling us it doesn't believe there's any more up in the movement. The high of the movement has been reached. So when the high of the movement's been reached, that's a good sell time. However, again, to get that high accuracy rate, we want something to confirm what we're seeing, to tell us, hey, it is indeed maxed out. And we're going to get that by taking a look at what's happening with the majors and minors. And if I see this at 10, I want to see all four of these lines well above the blue line. So if I have condition 1 and condition 2, that's a good trade. And I want to take this trade when there's less than 5 minutes left in the hour. Because what's happening is when that's at 10 and everything is overbought, it's like pulling an elastic. When the candle changes at the top of the hour, there's going to be a little snap. And we want to catch that little move with the snap. And that move is usually a 5-pip move off of a 1 hour chart. So so here we're at 7. We don't have it. We're going to skip Euro USD because it's not current. Skip pound. Skip US Canadian. Skip US franc. But we can do the US yen. But he's only at 5. I want this guy either at 0 or 10 or within 1 point of either end. So we got nothing here. So let's go to the next group. 5 is a no on Euro pound. 7.5 is a no. Euro Canadian is at 1, but we're not going to take it because both are off hours. Australian New Zealand 2.9, not close enough. Pound New Zealand 6.7, not close enough. Euro Australian 3.9, not close enough. Canadian yen 8.9, that's getting very close to 9. Let's see if we have anything else. Sometimes when I cheat a little bit, it comes back to bite me. So let's see what else we have before we come back and decide if we want to cheat with this. It's a little bit shy of 9. Euro New Zealand, no, 3.9 isn't close enough. Pound New Zealand 4.7 isn't close enough. 6.7 isn't close enough. We're not going to trade gold right now. We do have the 9, but if I go and look here at the where the majors and minors are, they're just touching the overbought. I want those numbers way up here, and Bitcoin isn't close enough yet. Australian Canadian dollar. Interesting. We've had it at 0 for 2 hours. 0 up here, and it's been there for this current candle and the last candle. But my confirmation is way off. I want all of these lines way down here. And we get the minors going up, the majors going down. So I don't have the confirmation I want to get that snap. I want all of these lines down below the red. So nothing there. 8.4 isn't close enough. 9.2. 9.2 is within 1 of 10. So I've got part 1 of the signal, and I have part 2 of the signal. All the lines are above. I guess the only thing I would really like to see a little bit more is I'd like to see the red line on the majors up where the minors are. That little bit extra is kind of the difference. Let's see what else we have. But if we have nothing, we're going to come back and take this. Pound Australian dollar, 1.9 isn't close enough. New Zealand Swiss franc, 3.7 isn't close enough. Canadian Swiss franc, 6.3 isn't close enough. So we're going to go ahead and take this to get the snap. As I said, the only other thing I'd like to see is maybe this red line just a little bit higher. So we're going to go ahead and take a sell on the euro pound for 5 pips. Excuse me, the euro yen for 5 pips using the thick orange line signal. So now I'm going to open up my chart. I am going to see if I have the euro yen open. I don't. So to open it, I'm going to go to File, New Chart, and then I'm going to look for euro yen. It's not in the first group. It's not in the second group. And euro yen is right here. I'm going to open the chart. I am going to then go to the second row and click New Order. I'm going to double check my symbol, euro yen. My volume is going to be a function of how much I have in the account. I've got 10,800 in this account right over here. I am going to move the decimal spot over 4 places, 1, 2, 3, 4, and I'm going to take a lot size of 1. 1. Now you could take a lot size of 2. I'm taking a lot size of 1 because I'd like to have the ability to take 2 open trades, and I can have 2 open trades of 1 and keep my margin where it needs to be. It's going to be market execution, and I am going to sell. So I'm going to click Sell by Market. I'm not going to worry about the stop loss or the take profit right now. So I'm just going to click Sell. It processes it. Then I am going to right click anywhere along the line where the trade is recorded. It highlights it in blue. If I right click, and then I'm going to go to Modify. And now I am going to add my take profit and stop loss. You see they're all at 0 now. This trade is good for 5 pips. 5 pips equals 50 points. So I'm going to put 50 in here, click the little blue button, and it calculates it. And on this trade is good 9 out of 10 times. So we are going to use a 4 times stop loss. So if we're taking 5 pips, we're going to put a 20 pip stop loss, which is 200 points. I click the little red button, it calculates it for me. The only other thing I like to do is I like to make sure I get my full 5 pips. So if I take away 5 from 129.94, I'm going to go to 129.899. So if I add 5 to 89, it's going to go to 94. So I want the full 5 pips. So just to recap, we took a sell on the euro yen for 5 pips. The take profit is 129.899. 129.899 with the stop loss of 130.152. 130.152. Some traders on this trade like to confirm that this number changes by 1 at the top of the hour. We got 3 seconds left, so let's see if it changes. It goes down to 7.9. I'm going to refresh it. It's got stuck here at 0. Let's redo it again. All right, so just a second. Looks like it went down to 4 something, so we're good. Come on, come on, come on. Still waiting. Let's see if we get any questions while we're waiting. All right. Oh, here we go. Let's go to current. All right. So it went from 8.9 down to 7.7. So it moved more than 1. So by moving more than 1, still a good. It just confirms that it was a good trade. All right, so I would expect this to close in the next hour or so. Thank you for joining us tonight. We're here to make you excellent traders. If you need something, reach out and ask, and we will give you the instruction and feedback you need to be great at this. We will be doing it again tomorrow morning at 6:30 a.m. For those of you who are available, come join us and we'll take another trade. All right, so we'll see you tomorrow morning. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.